Alright guys, welcome to the video. As you can see, we are home, not at Rutgers anymore. Finally came back about 2 days ago and smashed my first session at home yesterday, and it went really well, guys. What the lifting is going to be, that's going to be going over this video. I did a 390 pound 10x3 on deadlifts, which moved pretty well. The last few sets definitely were tiring. It was very taxing because it's not that the weight itself is heavy, but you know, your grip just gets shot and your body is just doing a 10x3. It just takes a lot out of you, but the weight still moves, so it was fine. After that, I did a 3x5 on squats with 345, and it moved so much better than it did last time I did this same volume day. The last time I did a 3x5 with 345 on this day after deadlifts, it was really rough, and you guys will see the squats that I'm going to show you guys from yesterday's session move pretty fucking well. But this video is not as much about the training log. I want to still have the lifting there, but I want to talk to you guys about powerlifting in the sense of why I chose and why I want to become, or at least put everything I can towards becoming a higher class elite level powerlifter. Now, everyone has their own reasons for why they choose to do a sport. I think there's a lot of reasons why someone would love a sport, why someone would choose a sport, and you know, for everyone it varies. And I just wanted to talk about myself because I feel like if you guys really want to get to know me, I feel like you need more perspective on the kind of person I am, and I feel like talking about why I chose to do powerlifting or why I choose to put so much of myself towards this sport will give you a better idea of what I'm trying to do. So for me, I've been lifting pretty decently long time. I wasn't really powerlifting until this past year. It hasn't even been a full year yet for the longer time subscribers. You guys already know that. But I've been lifting through the second half of my high school career, and you know, I did track the whole time. I was always okay at track, I was a decent thrower, but in the weight room I was always a bit stronger. That was where I would shine a little bit, but at the time it didn't really matter to have much of an effect on how I did throwing javelin. So the thing is that for all of high school, except for the end of it, I just thought of lifting as something fun to do, and I thought it was kind of a hobby. And in my mind, it's still something very fun to do. I think that's something integral about it. But once I came to Rutgers, guys, and once I learned about what powerlifting was, more so from around June of last year, I started realizing that this was a sport that I felt was perfect for me. Because I just always had loved lifting more than the rest of training for, you know, track or whatever it was. My favorite part was always lifting, and I really loved it. And I always, even before I knew what powerlifting was, loved doing big compound movements. I loved doing squats, I loved deadlifting, I always benched. Those three movements were always in my training way before I ever thought about competing or anything like that. So phasing into powerlifting was not hard at all because I'd already been doing those three movements for a while. And so the thing is though, is that up to where I am now, the reason that I guess you could say I decided that I want to give everything I have towards this sport is not so much because even though I would love to become an elite level powerlifter, that is the goal. That's the way I'm working towards it. I want to become elite level powerlifter. I do want to achieve the goals that I've set for myself. But for me, in my opinion, the end of the journey, or what you're working towards, is sort of the destination. And for me, the reason why I chose to dedicate myself to a sport like this is because I want to understand the work ethic and time it takes to become an elite level athlete. I think that, you know, being able to apply myself wholeheartedly to this sport and being able to really dedicate my body to it and see what my body can accomplish will make me a better person overall. I think that the drive it takes, the determination it takes, the work ethic it takes to become, you know, a high level athlete in any sport will make you a more responsible person, a harder working person in other areas of your life. And so for me, powerlifting is that. Powerlifting is something that I personally love because I just love lifting. But in terms of why I aim to become, you know, at a high level, why I set myself hit a near 600-pound squat by senior year, why I'm putting such high goals for myself, is because it doesn't really matter to me whether or not I hit those goals. I would love to hit these goals. Like, I'm working with the determination and work ethic of someone who will hit those goals. But for me, it's more about the journey and being able to push myself and not give up, because I'm sure I'm gonna have so many roadblocks, so many plateaus, things that get in my way. And if I can push myself, if I can tell myself that no, you have to work harder, you have to just keep grinding, and you have to keep giving everything you have, even when it seems like progress isn't happening that fast. If I can do that and I can understand that kind of work ethic, I feel like it'll make me a better person. I feel like experiencing that will apply to other areas in my life later down the road when I want to do other things. I will understand what it means to give your all to something. And powerlifting is something I want to do for a very, very long time. So I'll always probably be doing this sport for the foreseeable future. But I think that the reason why I work so hard in the sport, why I don't take it casually, is because, in my opinion, if I can apply myself wholeheartedly towards the sport and see what kind of results I can achieve when I put my mind and body towards something, I think it'll basically show me what I can do, show me what I'm capable of doing. And I think that's just something beautiful that I can take with me in life and apply to other areas. So for me, guys, it's not just a sport, it's also a test of determination and willpower. And I'm basically testing myself every single time I have a session, testing myself, how hard can I push myself? And just being able to tell myself one more rep each time, I think it just increases my willpower, increases my determination, makes me a person who can handle more. And that is something that I think is very invaluable, that I think all athletes gain from whatever their sport is, because when you become an elite level athlete, you don't just become an elite level athlete without hard work. And I think that kind of hard work, that work ethic, will just run with you for the rest of your life. So that's what I'm trying to achieve, guys. That's what I'm trying to set myself up with, to see if I can handle it, to see basically where I can take myself in the sport as well. I still want to become all the things I said I will become, because in my opinion, if you don't believe you're going to achieve it, then you're not going to achieve it. So I still am working so hard towards becoming and reaching the destinations that I've set for myself. But for me, what's most important out of everything, out of all the things that powerlifting means to me, is the journey of becoming an elite athlete. That journey itself is what I think will have the most effect in my life. And I think that will make me a better person. And that's why I love it. But that's more or less what I had to say, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I really was thinking more about this recently. I've always thought this way, at least for the last 6 to 7 months, when I really determined myself and set myself towards, making powerlifting the sport that I run with for basically as long as the foreseeable future is. And I decided that I really want to share with you guys because I feel like more relatable with you guys, so you can get to know me on a better basis. You have to kind of understand the things that drive me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the training clips that were sort of flying around during this video. Let me guys know what you think. Definitely, I would love to hear from you guys. I know a few of you are also powerlifters too. A bunch of you guys who follow my channel, you're also in this sport. I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? What drives you? What makes you want to attain higher levels in the sport? Is it just something simple like I just love getting stronger, because I think that's fucking awesome too? Or do you have some sort of more personal reason, some sort of innate goal that you're going towards? I would love to hear from you guys. So that's more or less it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Some more videos to come. I'm actually gonna have some time now. I actually have a bit of free time, so I'm gonna try and increase the video frequency. Expect another video within the next couple of days, guys. I'll see you guys around. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out.